Oh, Bomani, you can't wear that hat and not know who Manny Ramirez is. How does that happen?
Has it been that long though? Right? Is this a sign that we
Really?
are getting old and we don't
Really?
even realize it? Like, when's the last time Manny Ramirez played for the Boston Red Sox? Has it been 10 years? Feel like it might have been 10 years.
You're going to let him off the hook for not knowing one of the greatest players in the history of the franchise? You're going to let that young person, you're going to yell like Wilbon about the millennials and how they don't know anything.
Yeah, they don't. I'm just saying, like, if you haven't, like, why would he know who Manny Ramirez is at this point in time? And of course, don't forget the other part. Why would Manny Ramirez be wherever the hell I am? That's sad though. Like, I am very disappointed. Don't get me wrong. It's just making me realize we're not young.
Oh, I got a story for you, Bo. I got a story for you. I just heard last week about Miguel Cabrera. This is a true story. In the World Series, where he goes opposite field on Roger Clemens, and Roger Clemens is getting all these ovations, and Roger Clemens brushed him back a couple of pitches before, and he goes to right field for a home run in a stadium no one can go to right field in. He did not know who Roger Clemens was. He was so, he didn't know. He was 20 years old and had no idea who he was hitting the home run off of.
He's just like, oh no, some white man. I never heard of him.
That's it. Some white man that they kept applauding. I just assumed that's what they did for white men.
I love any story involving I didn't know who that was. Then you get to after the fact.
Well, I've told you the Luis Castillo one on that, right? Luis Castillo. Well, you'll like this one specifically because Luis Castillo goes to play in St. Louis, and he was always like forgetting his glove, and he never knew what city they were flying to, and he is a base stealer, and so they told him that they wanted him to meet Lou Brock, and he did not know. He did not have any idea who Lou Brock was, but the next day. He was introduced to a Cardinals legend, and they say, Louis, you know who this is, right? And he's like, Lou Brock. It was Stan Musial.
I wound up the subject of one of these once. I went to a Tommy Alter dinner, and I was sitting across from this very small red-haired woman, and she looked kind of familiar, but I don't really be paying attention. And then she leaves, and I look at somebody. I'm like, I'm supposed to know who that was, right? It was Anna Kendrick.